Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first edition of the season of Valpo Basketball Weekly, along with head coach Matt Loddick. This is Todd Eichow. And Matt, I think without question, it's a season where everybody's a little unsure, but I think after the first exhibition game, people got excited. And when you see over 100 points on the board, I think that puts excitement into the crowd because, you know, the fans were a little unsure of what to expect after you lose so much from last year. Obviously losing Alec, but other players as well.
Yeah, no doubt. For me, I was, a little unsure as well. How is our team going to respond to being under the bright lights? And, I will tell you, and I've said it since, day one, and anyone's asked me in the community, whatnot, we're athletic, we're competitive, and we want to be good. And they show up every day to practice and work really hard. And I think it's been displayed the first couple times we've taken the floor.
2 games, and I think through 2 exhibition games, it's clear that Tavon Walker is kind of, I don't want to say take a leadership role from on the court, but he certainly is taking a leadership role from looking for shots, making plays, trying to become more aggressive offensively. We know how good he is defensively, but now an opportunity maybe to shine a little more offensively. Do you see that in his mindset?
No, most definitely. And even when Alec got hurt last year, I thought he really, took the challenge of being the primary offensive option. And Tavon's put in a lot of work, along with Max Joseph as well. We have great senior leadership from our 2 Canadian guards, and have been very pleased with their effort, both on and off the court.
This is a team that brings in a lot of new players, and sometimes you'd say it'll take a while to gel, but some of the guys were with the program last year, and they're veteran guys. I mean, Joe Burton has been out of high school for 4 years. So it's not like he's a freshman coming in. That has to help some.
No doubt about it. We do have a lot of new faces, but anytime you're building a program, you like to think that you have, pieces in the waiting that can step in when certain guys graduate and leave. And, obviously we had a great senior class last year, had a lot of success, but we have a lot of talent. And, it's just getting these guys to, buy into one another, buy into the team concept, buy into the culture that we have established here. And if we can do that, we got a chance.
It is really, really important to have good point guard play.
Yep.
And I think 2 years ago, the team went all the way to the championship game of the NIT, had a historic season, and as big a reason as any was the play of Keith Carter at the point. And when Keith got injured, I think before halftime of the NIT championship game, we saw the difference in the team.
Yeah.
Everybody said, we need better play at the point, or at least more consistent play at the point this season. Yeah. And it looks like through 2 exhibition games, you're going to get that with Bakari Evelyn starting for you.
Yeah, Bakari's been great, and he has this unique ability to see passes maybe that other people don't. So been very pleased with his effort. I also think Micah, being a sophomore, started 9 games for us last year, playing some point guard for us. He's going to take steps forward, and then Max, just being a heady veteran, can play multiple positions. Overall been impressed with our guard play. I do think we're turning the ball over a little bit much right now, but that's expected early, especially with the kind of aggressive defense that we faced in the preseason.
And there's those 2 kids who came out of Indiana high schools, and Parker Hazen and Malik McMillan, both fighting for minutes at that 4 spot, and both have been really, really solid for you so far. Yeah. They're going to play, right? I mean, sometimes freshmen you'd say, are they going to redshirt? How many minutes are they going to get? It looks like both guys are earning minutes for you.
Yeah, the one thing about them is they're big, they're very physical, they love to defend. And so, we're not going to lose that. Sometimes with freshmen, it's an adjustment, especially on the defensive end. And so, right now they're buying in to their role. They're buying into practice. They're buying into coaching. And I've been very pleased with them.
You're going to open up the season starting on Friday against North Park, and then you play Trinity. And obviously these are games, let's face it, we can't sugarcoat it. You're going to win these basketball games. You've got to show up and play, but you're probably going to win these basketball games. How do you approach them? Is it, obviously you approach them to try to win, but in many ways it's a tune-up for what's to come going forward.
I like your confidence. I remember being down 9 at halftime against a non-D1 last year, so we're not taking any team for granted. We expect our guys to come out and compete, and for the better team, then we're going to show it on the floor.
But do you approach it as we're trying some different lineups and we're still trying to sort out what we have this year? It's still a new group, right?
Yeah, no, we're still trying to learn what we have. But again, we're going into it and we're trying to win.
One guy we haven't seen through a couple exhibition games is John Kaiser.
Yeah.
You do expect to have him playing for you real soon, right?
We do. John broke his nose actually twice in the preseason, and so he's still recovering from that, but we expect him to play.
All right. Now the big question.
Yeah.
You've got 12 guys, maybe 13 guys. You've got a lot of guys who can play.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to sort out. I mean, you're not going to play 12 or 13 in the season in all likelihood, game per game. Maybe you will. I don't know. But that hasn't been the norm at Valpo. Wasn't the norm last year, playing so many different guys. That's part of the puzzle that you have to figure out right now.
Yeah, no, and it's constant conversation. You know, the good part, it's a good problem to have. I'll tell you that. And you know, for us right now, it's you know, whoever shows up in practice, you know, wants to compete. Whoever is performing in the game, they're going to stay on the floor. And so, you know, the best thing about it is we've got a lot of options, and we're excited about that.
Could it be as much as an 11-man rotation? Is that possible?
You know, it's all going to play itself out, you know, and there's a lot of variables that happen throughout the year, and you know, thankfully we've got, you know, guys that, you know, can play and step into roles if they need to.
Maybe this team is a little more made up to handle some adversity. You had the adversity last year, right? Certainly the depth is a great situation to have.
Yeah, you know, hopefully we don't have to deal with, you know, some of the stuff that we dealt with last year, but yeah, I mean, we wanted to kind of retool, and I think we've done that. You know, we have a lot of young men that are very excited to be putting on a Valparaiso University uniform, and are very excited to compete for this school and keep the tradition going.
I think I can speak for most and say pretty much everybody around the program is excited after what they've seen thus far. Good luck, Matt.
Thank you. Appreciate
For
it.
head coach Matt Loddick, this is Todd Eichow. Thanks for joining us today on Valpo Basketball Weekly.